Hello, welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got a new report coming out from Somalia in Africa to share with all of you. And just today, Donald Trump, the President of the United States, announced on X and also on True Social that he has ordered the U.S. military to conduct airstrikes on ISIS terrorist leaders in Somalia, Africa. You can see here on your screen, President Trump said he ordered airstrikes against ISIS operatives in the Golis Mountains in Somalia this morning in a strike coordinated with the Somali government. So apparently, U.S. Africa Command was also involved in these strikes. It was multiple F-15s, like you see here in the photo, taken off from an aircraft carrier to launch these strikes in Somalia to go after these ISIS leaders. So yeah, apparently also they were hiding in the Golis Mountains. That's where these strikes were launched, and apparently they were eliminated. So I want to give you guys all the updates and information regarding these strikes here. So we're going to jump on over to a mainstream news article off of NPR. Trump says airstrikes on ISIS in Somalia killed terrorists without harming civilians. This is coming out today, February 1st, 2025. Here's another photo of one of those F-15s taken off from an aircraft carrier. This was provided by U.S. Africa Command. And it says here, President Trump said he ordered airstrikes against and ISIS operatives in the Golis Mountains in Somalia this morning in a strike coordinated with the Somali government. In a post on True Social, Trump announced the precision airstrikes, saying the attempt to target the senior ISIS attack planner was successful. The strikes destroyed the caves they live in and killed many terrorists without in any way harming civilians, Trump posted. The White House declined to provide further information on the strike, like how many ISIS operatives were killed, but Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said in a statement that the Pentagon's initial assessment is that multiple ISIS operatives were killed and reiterated no civilians were harmed. He said the strike conducted by the U.S. Africa Command sends a clear signal that the U.S. is ready to find and eliminate terrorists who threaten the U.S. and its allies. This action further degrades ISIS's ability to plot and conduct terrorist attacks threatening U.S. citizens, our partners, and innocent civilians, Hegseth said in a statement. Trump criticized Biden for not acting quickly enough to target this particular operative, though the Biden White House did conduct other airstrikes in Somalia during his term, targeting Al Qaeda and ISIS positions. So, a major strike today on ISIS inside of Somalia being reported here on some of these caves in the Golis Mountains. So now we're going to jump on over briefly to X, and I've got a few things I can show you over here. I'll show you the statements coming out from Trump and also the new Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth. Okay, so let's jump on over here to X now. This is from Donald Trump, the President of the United States. This morning, I ordered precision military airstrikes on the senior ISIS attack planner and other terrorists he recruited and led in Somalia. These killers, who were found hiding in caves, threatened the United States and our allies. The strikes destroyed the caves they live in and killed many terrorists without in any way harming civilians. Our military has targeted the ISIS attack planner for years, but Biden and his cronies wouldn't act quickly enough to get the job done. I did. The message to ISIS and all others who would attack Americans is that we will find you and we will kill you. Okay, so major statement coming out from Trump today, talking about this strike. And unfortunately, we don't know how many ISIS operatives were potentially eliminated in these strikes, but it looks like a very heavy airstrike inside of Somalia coordinated with their government today. So now here's another report from OSINT Defender. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth confirms that under orders from President Donald Trump, U.S. Africa Command carried out several precision airstrikes today against ISIS Somali operatives in the Golis Mountains of the Republic of Somaliland. According to ongoing assessments, the strikes resulted in the elimination of several ISIS terrorists, further degrading ISIS's ability to plot and conduct terrorist attacks, threatening U.S. citizens, our partners, and innocent civilians. So there was actually a lot of reports, I remember, during the fall of Bashar al-Assad's regime in Syria, as the Syrian rebels were starting to take over mass amounts of land in Syria. We were also hearing at the same time, particularly up in the northeastern portion of Syria, there was lots of airstrikes. U.S. Central Command was carrying out strikes on ISIS operatives over there as well. So we have been seeing a lot of activity on ISIS recently. Now here's another one from U.S. Africa Command, or AFRICOM. U.S. forces conduct strike targeting ISIS Somalia. In coordination with the federal government of Somalia, U.S. Africa Command conducted airstrikes against ISIS Somalia on February 1st, 2025. So just a few of the photos coming out from these F-15s that were taken off. This is the one that we saw here on NPR when I showed that to you guys, that article there. Here's another one that I had for you guys on the waiting screen when you came in, showing that F-15 taking off from this aircraft carrier. Here's a couple other photos as well, just to share with you before we get you out of here. And one last photo, okay, of those F-15s taking off to launch these strikes in Somalia against ISIS. So just a quick update coming out from Somalia to share with you guys to let you know that this did take place today, that Donald Trump did order the U.S. military to launch airstrikes on ISIS terrorist leaders in Somalia, Africa. So let me know what you think about all these details down below, though. That's going to be it for today's update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. With that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.